Hey guys, welcome to How To Crucible. Today's a little bit of a different video. I think I'm going to do these every 10 videos I have in the How To Crucible series, the weapon reviews, just because it's going to clear up a few things, especially where everything is ranked. In this video, you're going to see every single weapon ranked from the bottom all the way to the top, and we're going to start at the bottom. So this video might be a little bit longer than the regular up-to-date videos because of the fact that I'm going to explain a little bit of the point system. So if you don't really understand that, maybe I'm saying like, oh wow, 39, that's like one of the best points you can get. Like, you're going to understand after it, even though it's out of 50, 39 is actually a really good score. So I'm going to just explain that a little bit and tell you what's going on. So first of all, we're going to talk about our 0 to 10 scoring weapons. So if a gun scores from 1 to 10, it actually can't possibly score any lower than a 5. So technically, it can only score. So technically, this section is a 5 to 10 scoring range. And we actually haven't had any weapons that bad. And literally, you would have to get 1 point in all 5 categories to get, a 5, which is absolutely horrifying. I don't really ever want to see a weapon that low, just because I have to use that for 15 matches. You realize, like, my KD, you realize my insanity. I'll go insane if I have to use a gun that low. So if there's a gun from 5 to 10 that I ever do, just know that if it's 5 to 10, I'm going to seriously tell you guys never to touch this weapon ever. Like, throw it away. Like, dismantle it immediately as you see it. You do not touch it. You can't sit in your inventory for more than 10 minutes. That's how bad those weapons are. Next, we're going to talk about our 10.1s all the way up to 20 points. So these are guns that you probably should not use in the Crucible whatsoever. I mean, even though they did score a little bit better than the absolute crap guns, they're still in this range where they're not going to get the job done ever. And you're just going to end up losing way more gunfights than you actually need to. And those are, not things you want to lose, right? Those are not things you want to lose. So we have a few in the 10 to 20 range. We've got one, which is our very bottom one, are the number 30, the 31st weapon that we've had. We've done 31 weapons. The 31st weapon is minimum distance. Now, minimum distance is sitting at a 17.5, and yeah, it's not great at all. And then the next one above that is going to be Fool's Remedy. Fool's Remedy is at a 19.1, and then we've got our Foggy Notion, our submachine gun, at 20 even. So those are the 3 weapons that we're looking at in this range for right now. I would say don't ever use these weapons. Please do not. They're just not great. I mean, people have told me in the comments that Foggy Notion is actually really good. I've used it and I didn't like it, and I'm pretty sure I used Foggy Notion when I was doing the 20 matches. Maybe not, I don't know, but 15 is a lot of matches in a row, playing with an SMG, getting used to it, doing all the stuff, and realizing that it's still pretty bad. It's not great. So I would try to stay away from these weapons more than anything. So recap: minimum distance, Fool's Remedy, Foggy Notion. Now we're moving on to our 20 to 25 range. Now the 20 to 25 range are, I would say, these guns are a little below average. They're not average, like an average weapon that you would, even a good player would do well with. They're kind of those weapons that you're just not really gonna do well with either, but you have a chance. You have a pretty good chance. If you want to do like some weird challenge or something, you could totally use these weapons and just test your mental ability. So the first one we've got at the 28th spot right now is Agenda 5, and then above that at the 27th spot we've got Red Mamba, and at Showrunner is above that, believe. Yep, it's 24.9. Showrunner is at the 26th spot. So there's 3 more weapons that you got. Red Mama, Showrunner, and Agenda 5. Those are your kind of... I wouldn't use them, but you can use them. There's a chance that you're actually going to do well with them. It just literally depends on the entire situation. From my perspective, these guns, very sucky. Did not enjoy them. Did not enjoy them at all. Okay. So now we're going to move on to our 25 to 30 range. The 25 to 30 range is where probably you're going to see most of the guns fall that are average to me. That aren't really great, but they're definitely good enough to use. They are above halfway. They're above the halfway point, but I wouldn't say 25 is the halfway point. I would say 25 is the average point, basically. So as soon as a gun reaches over 25, it is definitely an average weapon, and it can be used by anyone, and you could potentially do quite well with it in any match. It literally, again, depends on the entire situation. So now we're all the way up to Einstein D. Einstein D is going to be in our 25th spot. So we're in the top 25 of our weapons now, and that's hitting at about a 25.5. And then above that, we've got Sturm, 25.5 as well. We've got Bad News at the 27.8, and then Annual Skate, 29.3. Lincoln Green at the 29.4. Solemn Hymn, 29.8. Call to Serve is 29.9. And then our 30, to round it all off, is the Rattler, which takes us to the 18th spot. So from 25 to 18, those spots right now are full of average weapons, I would say. So I'll have these kind of on the list, basically, on the screen. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet because I'm recording this before I'm going to edit it. So I'll just show it on the screen for you guys. I'll put probably the numbers in there too for you, just so you can see how these guns have done over the 31 episodes that I've done so far. So these weapons, obviously, like I said, average. You can use them. You can do well with them. Just depends. Now, we're starting to get into the bread and butter, all right? So 30 to 35. These weapons are a little above average, okay? These weapons are starting to get better. The perks are starting to get better. Just the rate of fire, the everything, it's starting to steamroll. It's starting to steamroll. So these are the weapons that you're probably going to want to look out for. These are probably the weapons that other people are using against you. So at this point, once we get to 30, these weapons probably are being actually used against you while you're playing in the Crucible, so it's good to know which weapons these are. So the first one we have at the 16th spot is going to be Last Perdition. Last Perdition as a 31.5. And then right above that is a 31.6 of A Hero's Burden, the SMG. Then we've got the Auto Rifle Velocadon at a 32. Then we've got Shattered Piece, the hand cannon, at 32.5. And then we've got Sunshot at 34, the exotic. And then another exotic, Graviton Lance, at 34.6. Matching that is Cold Heart at 34.6 as well. And then 34.9, we have Last Hope. And then that is going to round out our 30 to 35s. Now these weapons, obviously, are quite good. They reach all the way up to the 9th spot. Last Hope is in the 9th spot. So that's where these weapons are ranging. So they're going to be quite up there when I'm done and, I'm getting like 60 to 70, 80 weapons done. You're going to see these weapons probably in the top 20s, maybe the top 30s. Probably top 20s, I would say. I don't think there's a whole lot of weapons that are going to be in the 35 to 40 and then 40 plus. Those guns are the tip of the iceberg, really. So these ones, pretty good guns. You're probably going to see them being used against you. Definitely want to probably use caution when going against these weapons. Now, 35 to 40. 35 to 40s are basically the cream of the crop. 35 to 40 are the weapons that everyone's using, basically. That when you go into a Crucible match, these are the guns that people are using, like 100% of the time. If they are a regular Destiny 2 player, they're going to use these weapons. So in our top 10, we have the 8th spot, which is the guiding sight. That's the Iron Banner Scout Rifle. Oh, I missed one. I missed the Manananan SR4. Manananan, I don't know how you say it. That's at a 37. And then we've got the guiding sight at 38.1. We've got Frontier Justice at 38.6. Tome Patrol at 38.8. Scathe Lock at the 38.8 as well. Autumn Wind, our first Season 2 weapon, at 39.6. And those are your 35 to 40s. They're quite good. I mean, people are going to be using these weapons. They are quite good. People will definitely want to use these types of weapons. Anything above a 35 is more than likely your bread and butter. Your bread and butter. You're slathering up that bread with that salted whipped butter. It's amazing. Now, 40 plus. Now we're getting to the 40 plus. The last section that we have here. The last section is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. My audio software is freaking the hell out. I really hope it gets all this stuff and it doesn't sound bad. But the last two, we have two left. We have the top two. The top two are made it, and these are the guns that, if they're not using some of the other guns, these are the mainstream weapons that everyone uses. No one falters from using these weapons ever. They're always going to be in a match somewhere, and you just can't escape them. So, at our number 2 spot is Uriel's Gift. Obviously, Uriel's Gift is a very, very good weapon. And then at our number 1 spot is the Mida Multi-Tool, obviously because of the fact that it got a 42.9, and I don't think anything can touch it. Literally, I don't think anything's going to ever reach the fact of the number of a 42.9. I just don't think it's possible. I think Bungie had a boner for the Mida tool, and so they had to stick that crap right back in as good as it was before. So, guys, that's going to do it for our recap, our weapon recap. We're going to do this every 10 episodes, so get ready for that. Every 10 episodes, you're going to see a weapon or every 10 more weapons. So on the 40th, once we get to the 40th weapon, I'll do another weapon recap of where everything is. It won't be this long because this is a very long video. It's almost 13 minutes. Even at Christmas. But yeah, don't worry about that. It won't be that long. But this one, I just kind of wanted to explain things because I don't know if you guys know this, but now you do. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. And I'll see you later.